Hey everybody, Sean here from BoredParacord.com, and today I want to show you how to make this right here. This is the Clover Knot, and there's a few tutorials out there for this one, but I thought I'd give it a go at this and show you how to do it. So what I'm going to do first is take this apart real quick. I'll just get this taken apart. One good use for this, I would say, is well, there's a few things. You could use this as a stopper knot, and then you could also incorporate it into a sliding, one of these bracelets here, one of these friendship style sliding knot bracelets. You could do the same thing, but just put the clover on this side and then do your knots on the other side for the sliding knot. But alright, I'm going to get this taken apart real fast. It's pretty easy to do. And then I'll show you how to make this. I had a request for this one, so I was kind of hesitant to do one of these because I haven't done one yet, and I want to be able to show you how to do this the easiest way possible so it's not confusing, because there are some steps to this that can be confusing. So I'll try to do my best on this. So I'm doing this from memory. I've only done this a couple times, so work with me, bear with me on this one. I'm putting my two ends together just so I can find the center point of this. I only have about two and a half feet here. So this is my center point. So we're just going to have a working end coming up to the top and a working end coming down to the bottom. Now using I'm going to pinch right here where that center point is, and using my pinky and my pointer finger, we're just going to create a loop like that. Just kind of pull it through your fingers. Bring this working end to the right and this one to the left, and that's going to give you kind of like an S loop here and then another curve here. Make that just a little smaller. There we go. So you should have something that looks just like that. Pretty easy so far, but don't worry, there's more. Alright, so we are going to, from the back side, you're going to run this around the back and then over top and down, just like that. So you should have something that looks just like this. Real easy so far. Now, with this top working end, what you want to do is, to make this a little easier, is to create a loop with this working end. So you have that little curve there and this loop right here, and just poke that loop down through the loop on the right, just like so. This is where I always get confused. Now you should have something that looks just like this. You're going to take your top working end, go down. So basically, if this is a weave, you've got 4 different sections. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to go over 1, under 2, and then over 3 and 4, and through that loop on the left. So another way to look at it is you're going down through this loop, coming up and going over the next 2 strands and down through the loop. So you're going down through both loops, down through the first loop here, down through the second. So another way is the 1, 2, 3, 4 method. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going over 1, under 2, over 3 and 4, and down. Bring this through, kind of tighten that up a little bit. Now the cord that's your working end is on the left now. All you're going to do is go behind everything and come up through that loop that's on the right. This loop right here. You're just going to bring that working end straight up through that loop. You don't have to worry about crossing anything or anything right there. Okay. Now you've got another spot here where we got the 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 strands right here. Now if you did this right, you should have your number 1 strand below. It's kind of on a different level. You can kind of see it if I point it this way, but this number 1 strand is a little lower, and then 2 and 3 are set up a little higher, and the 4th strand over here is down. So you're just going to kind of take advantage of that and go through the tunnel that it already created for you. So basically you're going over top of 1, under 2 and 3, and then over top of 4 and pulling it through. Now this is pretty much done. So now all you need to do is tighten it, and this is the hardest part of this whole thing. What I like to do on this is just kind of hold everything and just pull a little at a time, work it through, and eventually you will end up with a nice looking clover knot. So once you get to that point, it's all about just being kind of patient. I know a lot of us are not patient. I'm one of those, but if you just start going pulling stuff, it's not going to turn out how you want it to. I've learned from that mistake. Alright, so we'll just keep on pulling here. And you can kind of see that it's already starting to take shape. Still pretty loose though, so we're going to keep going. And you might have to play with it a little while to get all the little excess out. Just start at one spot and then work that cord through. It'll eventually take shape. And you can see we're almost there. We still got a little bit of extra here. So you find where you have your extra and you just pull it to a different spot. See, I just pulled that there, and I go to the other side, pull that there. You just gotta it's kind of like a puzzle. Just gotta figure out how to finish the puzzle. I kind of enjoy doing this. I didn't think I would, but I kind of do, so who knows, I might start doing a few of these different, this is I think it's a Chinese inspired knot, so I might look into doing some more of these. And we'll go here. Gotta be coming up to the end. I feel like I've already been to this spot. There we go. Okay, after this I should be able to pull here. And the cool thing with this is that the back mimics the front pretty well. But I could tighten this just a little bit more, but that gives you a really good idea how to do this. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. A marlin spike would be very helpful, but also if you don't have a marlin spike to tighten this up, you could always use a fid. Fids work real well for that too. So if you want to really get this nice and tight, you can get in there with a fid or a marlin spike and pull your slack out that way. See, just by putting that fid in there, I was able to create just a little bit right there. But I'm gonna end it there, I think. Thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with me on this one. It's the first kind of knot that I've done like that. And again, you could probably put this onto a bracelet just like this, the sliding knot bracelet. All you would have to do from this point is create your knots on the other side, which are real easy to do. Just look for my sliding knot bracelet. I'll try to get a tutorial up for that, but they're pretty simple. That's a basic sliding knot right there. Allows you to open and close it. But that would make a good bracelet for somebody or for yourself. But thanks for watching, and please subscribe. It really helps me out. I will continue to do tutorials for you guys, and don't forget to post on the Facebook group. Tons of people in there posting their work, and always great ideas out there. If you need some kind of inspiration, that's definitely a good starting point. It's facebook.com/groups/paracord on, and until next time, paracord on.